면접 잘 봤어?
No Other Choice is Park Chang-wook's latest film, and this was actually my introduction to the iconic director. Like, yeah, sure, I know about his iconic filmography, and that actually led me to having some very, very high expectations of this film. But I'm very happy to say that this film not only met my expectations, it blew past them. Now, this film has a very naturalistic and simplistic approach when it comes to the cinematography of it, but even with that, this is one of the more visually pleasing films of the year.
No Other Choice is the first film I watched at Ifigo after the opening film Blue Train. It was a morning show and the house was overfilled and the audience was filled with energy. The film is about multiple things. It's about layoffs, it's about capitalism, it's about AI, as this is one of the best films of the year. In one particular scene towards the middle of the film, you will know when it comes. The heartbeats of the audience could be heard due to the sheer energy of that scene, and the film got a lot of mid-movie applauses and cheers at the festival.
Now, another major point that I want to highlight about the visuals of the film is how Park Chan-wook approaches to direct it. Now, I genuinely don't think there is one normal scene in this film, and what I mean by that is, let's take for example, there is a simple conversation scene in the film, right? Like between two characters talking on their phones respectively. Now, the way Park Chan-wook goes about directing the scene is so visually stunning and innovative to look at. Like, I don't think that has ever been done in cinema before, and I found myself saying this sentence not only once but dozens of times throughout the film. That's how innovative this film is.
Though as an Oscar-worthy Korean film, Parasite will definitely be slightly above this, but this is a masterpiece too. I have watched Old Boy and Decision Tree by Park Chan-wook, and I can happily say, even though those two are brilliant, for me, No Other Choice is the best one out of the three.
And that added to the comedy of the film, which kudos to his very, very smart screenplay and the amazing performances throughout, is a match made in heaven, because this is honestly one of the fastest 2 hours of this year for me while watching a film. Yeah, it was that entertaining to watch.
This film has a lot of symbolism of AI taking over jobs, capitalism, layoffs, recession, and I have to say all of these were captured immensely by the lead Byung-hun, whom you will also know from Squid Game. He's the frontman.
Now, even with all these entertaining and comedic aspects to it, I think this film is also one of the more emotionally somber films of this year. Like, for the majority of the runtime, I think the emotional beats of the film are actually like layered down below the narrative and thematic development of the plot. And it kind of slowly creeps up on you, but when it hits you like a truck. And that actually leads this film to be not only an entertainment, right, but also an intellectually satisfying experience.
Me and Debarko were joking sometimes that this may be the origin story of the frontman and why he started the Squid Game.
Overall, I think No Other Choice is really one of the best films this year.
That's all for today. If you liked our review of No Other Choice, check out our reviews of Secret Agent, Sentimental Value and more.